Hey, Cam here from Training Talk. Welcome to this week's episode. If you're listening on the podcast, you might want to switch to the video because I'm going to demo the latest version of our mobile apps, which are being pushed out as we speak to the app stores. So I've got a couple of bug fixes. Scrolling to the current day, depending on the screen size, it used to sometimes scroll too far into the past or into the future, but now it should reliably always scroll to today when you open up the calendar mode. Also, there was a bug in Android where you couldn't upload an image to a social group. That's fixed, along with, depending on your device, sometimes links weren't clickable in a workout description. That should be fixed as well. So on to the cool stuff. So new workout detail screens. So this screen's layout has changed a bit. So let me go into workout here. Okay, so now we can see, if we scroll down a bit, we've got a summary of the workout and the summary of the load and duration. And also our send to device buttons are here, and then this new drop down to download any files related to the structured workout, but also if you've uploaded like PDFs or anything to a workout as well, that's easily downloadable there. Now we've got the description, and now we've also got a new version of the structured workout graph. So this is more up to date now with multiple target types. If you've got multiple target types, that'll now display in here, whereas in the old version, it wasn't displaying that well. Inline resources. So if you had videos linked to your workouts, your clients used to have to click on a button to then go and view the videos, and also the same thing with recipes. If this item in the calendar is a recipe as part of a meal plan, it'll open the recipe straight up here. You don't need to then click on another link to go there. Let me just go to a completed workout here, a run that I did on Sunday, because now I want to show you the new workout tabs for a completed workout. So first thing is we've got this new conversation view for workout comments between the athlete, client, and the coach. So now it's a conversation view similar to the new beta views in the web app, instead of just the two text boxes where a coach and athlete had to enter all of their comments into the same box. So now this is more of a conversation view. So this is much better user experience here. If you're a coach, so I'm logged in as a coach at the moment, you can use our the AI tool to help you with your grammar and stuff when you're writing comments, or just tidy things up for you. The athletes don't get access to that AI tool. And then, so that's great. I think this is going to be a really good improvement for client and coach communications inside the app, inside an individual workout. And then we've got a new tab here, which is just for the field score and the actual perceived exertion. So just that's in its own place now. It used to be with comments. And also just note that this comments field is available for a planned workout and a completed workout. So if your clients have any questions about a planned workout, they can put a little message in there for you as well. And then we've got the new analysis tab view, which combines a few of the things. So we used to have a separate tab for the map. We've combined that in here. You can also look at the field score and the actual perceived exertion here, so you don't necessarily need to go to the other tab. That other tab here is really for athletes to easily mark it without seeing all the analysis stuff. But here for coaches here, so the analysis screen, as I said, we've got the map here. So this is a run that I did on Sunday. We've got all the summary data like the averages and stuff up here at the top. We've got the effort score here. You can click on that like you can on the web version to see all the details of that. Intensity factor, etc. And then scroll down, and then we've got the laps here. There used to be a separate tab as well. Now we've got the laps in the same screen. So you can scroll across here to see all of the columns and scroll down to see all of the actual laps. And now we've got the new charts here, which are in the beta view on the web version, now available in the mobile version. So few settings here. You can put all of the data into one single stream here, or have them in separate streams. Scroll down here, you see elevation, temperature and stuff, as you normally see in the web version, and you can expand these. Whoops, accidentally spun that round. Here we go. Sorry about that. I'm using a simulator tool to show you this, not an actual phone, so it's a bit funny. But yep. So, and then you can expand a chart into a full view here. That's probably better if you do actually rotate your device there to show it in full width view. And then the manual sync tab. That's just how it was before. So those are some cool improvements, I think. The next thing is notes and messages. So this is the client notes feature that we've had in the always had in the web version, but have been wanting to put it into the mobile app for a long time. So it's well overdue. So here it is. It appears here. I just want to make a note quick here. This is turned off by default for now. So you'll have to go and turn it on in your platform settings under menu customizations, if you're and also in the settings, mobile app settings, you turn it off and on separately for your clients in the app as well. We'll default that to on by default at some point soon, but just wanted to keep that off for now as it gets released, so you can prep your athletes for it. So now we have, similar to an individual workout, we have a conversation view of notes. So this is typically how coaches have been using our notes feature anyway, to have back and forth conversations with their clients. So now this just makes it a much better user experience where you can actually see the individual messages easily. And you can still create a note as a coach in here. Like I said, I'm logged in as a coach in the app here. You can still create a note that your clients can't see, and you can use that. You can use this little button here to do that, where you can switch this toggle on and off here as you do in the web version to send a private note. So you actually have to pop that up if you want to send a private note, and it's private by default if you're using this view here. And then you can just save that private note. So this is just for you, the coach, and then it shows up yellow. So it's obvious here that this is a note that you've written. Clients can't see this in their conversation view. And then when you're logged in as a coach here, we've got this easy way to switch between your clients as well. So if you just want to, send a message to one client and then quickly move on to the next one, if you're doing weekly updates or something, you can just use that little switcher there and switch between your clients and then send a new note to them. No notes for that client there. So that's an easy way to do that. So that is also available in the web app now, the new conversation view. I'm just going to switch over to a browser now to show you that new view. All right, so I've switched over to the web app here. So for a coach, I'm logged in as a coach here. So under communication, notes is where this lives now. So the old notes feature will still work. So if you can't find your way around here, well, more like if your clients haven't found their way to this new feature yet, they can still use the old one and it syncs up all of the data. But this is similar to what I showed you in the web app. You can still add a note that shows up in yellow here that you don't want your clients to see, just for your own coaching. And you can pop this up and set the visibility for the client for this message as well. So you can use this editor to send a normal message to your client as part of the notes. Also set a category as well, like you could in the previous one, but you've got some nice formatting options here if you like to do that when you send your notes off to your clients or for yourself, etc. And again, you can quickly switch between clients here in this notes feature as well. So this is going to be a lot faster than the previous version where it has to switch the whole screen, whereas this just switches the conversation itself. So like I said, this is turned off by default for your clients currently. So you can go to settings, platform settings, and this is how we'll turn it on in the web app. Menu customization, scroll down to the bottom to the member menu customizations, and this will probably be shown as off. You can just flick it on, and you can, just like most of the menu items, you can call it whatever you want as well. So if you want it to say messages from coaches or coach messaging or something like that, I've just put it as notes and messages. You can do that as well to make it a bit clearer what this feature is for your clients, and then hit save. And you also need to turn it on in the mobile app as well. So let's just go to settings, mobile app settings, and then you'll find it here. So by default it's called notes. This just shows that I've customized it to say notes and messages. Turn that on and then scroll down and hit save here, which will save it for and show it in the mobile app next time your client or you log into it. So hopefully you'll like these new features. Let me know what you think. Made some changes to make it easier to get new features into the mobile app now. So if there is something that's in the web app currently that you really miss in the mobile app, or that your clients would really like in the mobile app, flick me a message and let me know, and I'll see what whether it makes sense and what might be involved in getting it into the mobile app. All right, talk to you guys soon.